In this video, I'm going to show you how you can add some questions to your quiz. So, first thing we've already done is we've already set up our quiz. Here it is. I'm going to turn editing on so I have the ability to edit that quiz. And I'm going to click on the quiz, and it's going to load a screen that looks like this right here. I'm going to click on the button that says Edit Quiz. One thing to note, though, you notice right here it says only attempts allowed. I've set it so it only allows one attempt for each student. So I go ahead and click Edit Quiz, and I take it to a screen that looks like this. Typically when you load the screen, it's going to look exactly like this right here. And if you want to add a question, you simply click on add a question, and there's a number of different types of questions that you can use. For the most part, you're going to be using multiple choice. You can do true, false, you can do short answer. Sometimes the short answer can even be graded by Vision based on what keywords you put in there. You can do a numerical thing, again, setting it up so that it mathematically calculates and changes the questions. Calculated essay. An essay, again, is one that would have to be manually graded. You can do matching. You can do close questions. You can do, similar to the SOLs, you can do drag and drop. You can have selected missing words, so there would be a passage with a drop down the middle of the passage, and the students would have to select the correct one. And the description right here is if you wanted to put like a page break in between sections. Say, for example, you have a series of true false questions and then multiple choice questions, and you wanted to give the kids directions in between those and something like that. That's where the description comes in place. For this particular video, though, we're going to create a multiple choice question because that's the one that most people are going to be creating. So I go ahead and click next, and it loads the question. I give the question name. Typically, the question name is the exact same as the question. So I'll say, what color is the sky? And then I just copy and paste this. You can format the question if you wanted to using this WYSIWYG editor right here. The feedback, default mark, water, you can have multiple correct answers if you wanted to. I'm going to only have one answer choice. You can shuffle the choices inside the question. So no two students have the same A, the same B, the same C, the same D, so on and so forth. You can make it look a little bit different. So they have A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, all those types of things. So this is where we would put our choices. So right here I could put red. And when I say grade, I'm going to give it, if the answer is correct, I'm going to give it 100% because that is correct. So theoretically, you could have the kids have multiple choice questions where 50 and 50% of the question are correct. So if I click on grade, that's not correct. So I'm just going to scroll down to 0. Actually, I'm just going to leave it as none, looks like. You can give individual feedback, like if you were trying to show a student how to solve a math problem and they inadvertently calculated something right, or they didn't carry a number, and you knew that choice 1 was the result of them not carrying a number, you could put in feedback right here and say, did you carry your number? And based upon when you allow them to see the feedback, they would be able to see, oh, I forgot to carry the number here, and that's why I select choice 1. So I'm going to type blue. Now, because this is blue and blue is the correct answer, I'm going to select 100%. And now I'm going to do yellow and then green. So I can add more choices if I want. I can have certain more choices. I can give key feedback. You see right now, right here, for any correct answer, your answer is correct for any partially. This would be the partially when I set these as 33% or something along those lines. And then for any incorrect answer, I could change all that as well. I can allow for multiple tries, and I can penalize the students for multiple tries if they continue to get it incorrect. I'm going to hit Save Changes right here. And now I've added one question. Now the nice part is that we have gone and added all of the released multiple choice or SOL questions into Vision. So if you go into this question bank right here, you'll notice it'll load a new window, and by default, these are being saved into your bank inside your course. But if you scroll down, you'll see system right here. You'll see Vision countywide questions and released SOLs. Here's all the elementary released SOL questions. Math already broken down into the different reporting categories. Civics, I was a science teacher, so let's see if we have 8th grade science. Don't know if we do or we don't. Doesn't look like we do in here. But let's say, for example, I wanted to select, I was giving a quiz on grade 6 computation estimation. I can select that, and it loads all these questions right here that are already pre-made, already ready for me to use. If I want to preview them, all I have to do is hover over this little magnifying glass and click on it, and it loads a window, and I can see exactly what the question looks like. All right, I can modify it to my liking if I so desire, but if I want the question, all I have to do is simply click on this little add to quiz, and boom, now I have that question already built into my quiz. So I'll add a couple more. There's another couple ways you can add them. You can select multiple quizzes and then hit add to quiz. And now you can see I have 6 questions in my quiz. If I wanted to separate them out and add a page, so for example, it's always been a good idea to add pages maybe after 10 questions or something like that, because as I spoke about in an earlier video, Vision actually times out, meaning that after 2 hours of inactivity, if a page isn't refreshed or the kid doesn't navigate to another page, it will log them out. So if you have an exceptionally long quiz and it takes a student longer than 2 hours to do it, they're going to get logged out. So if you add a page, it will force a refresh. They'll have to click next to go to that page. It'll refresh the page, and then it'll reset that timer of the 2 hours or 120 minutes of inactivity. So let's say, for example, I'm done with my quiz. If I wanted to reorganize these, I can simply click on this question. It'll move it up, and now you notice the Alexis is on the top. I can click on order and paging right here and change the order. I can reorder the questions. You can do all kinds of things. You can actually, if you had multiple pages, you can repaginate. There's a number of different things that you can do. So let's say, for example, I'm done and I want to preview my quiz. Over here in the administration block, I simply click on preview, and it will load the quiz, and it will show you exactly what the quiz is going to look like for the students. And that is actually how you create a quiz in Vision. And then all you have to do is make it available for your students, have them take it, and it will give you an item analysis like I showed you in the previous video.